Right, so Lynn, today we're going to continue with our lesson. So today's lesson is speaking.
Yes.
Let me send you the mm, lesson. Okay, so to start with, let us first have speaking part two. So for speaking part two, the task here is I'd like you to describe an activity that you enjoy that takes place in or near water. So you should say how you prepare for the activity, where it takes place, what the activity involves, and explain why you enjoy this activity. Okay. So to do that, I want you to take these notes here, and I want you to uh, use your answers or have your answers following the notes here. Okay, so for example, how you prepare that activity. So you will have to describe or mention the materials step, the location, what activity involves, activity one, activity two, and why you enjoyed this activity. So you have your reason one, explain that, reason two, and explain that as well. Okay. So when you finish, I'd like you to tell me once you're done. Okay.
Yes.
And please speak for 1 to 2 minutes when you're finished. Okay.
Teacher, I'm finished. Could you turn on mic?
All right, so I'd like you to talk about this topic. Describe an activity that's a work activity that you enjoy. All right, can you start?
Yeah. One water activity yes, I really enjoy is swimming at the beach.
Mm,
I have loved this activity since I was a child
mm,
because it always makes me feel relaxed and
mm,
happy. I
mm,
usually go to the beach with my family and my friends during summer vacations or
mm,
on weekends when everyone has free time.
mm,
There is a beauty beach not very far, so we often choose that place. Before going there, I prepare several things such as a sunscreen, a towel, and some snacks.
mm. Snacks. Mm,
Snacks. Sometimes my friends also will bring a volleyball or a speaker so we can play music and have more fun together.
mm,
When we arrive at the beach, the first thing we do is swim in the
mm,
sea. The water is usually cool and
mm.
refreshing,
Refreshing.
especially on hot days. Besides swimming, we also play games, take photos, walking along the shores, and sometimes build sand sand
Mm.
course.
Sand
After
castles. Yeah.
the sand capsule, after that, we usually sit together, eat seafood, and enjoy the fresh air.
Mm.
I enjoy this activity for many reasons. First of all, swimming helps me relax and reduce stress after studying for a long time. Secondly, it is a good way to improve my health because it
Mm.
helps me become stronger and more energetic.
More
Energetic.
energy, more energetic. Yeah.
More energetic.
Mm.
Finally, I love spending time with my friends and family because it creates unforgettable memories.
Memories,
Memories.
memories. Yes.
Overall, swimming at the beach is one of my favorite activities, and I hope I will have more chances to enjoy in the
In the
future.
future, right. Very good.
Yes.
So hope you remember the answers or you have to answer that way. Okay, that's great. So let's move on to the next exercise here. Now, before we here, this is another part two, where this is about describing something you would like to do in the future that is good for your health. Now, as you can see here, that
Well, I'm
in
quite fit.
our speaking, we have here three parts. We have opening, points, and conclusion. Okay, so the opening here. So when you want to open your speech, you can just use here past, present, or future. Okay, so past. So the easiest way to do opening, you can use past, present, or future. Okay, so for example, you would say, well, in the past, I don't really do healthy activities because I just love to watch movies, etc., etc. But today, this and that, okay? So when you want to open your speech, you can use past, present, or future, okay? So for example, here, well, I'm quite fit because I do a range of sports like running and tennis. So here, he is talking about his present situation. Then after that, we have here the points. So here, the points is here, and conclusion. So you have to end your essay, sorry, your speaking answer with a clear conclusion. So for conclusion, so we can use here suggestion. Yes, you can do suggestion or recommendation. Okay, or generalization. All right, generalization. So we learned this in the past. So for suggestion, you can recommend and generalization. Um, for example, generalization means the overall the summary of your answer. So, for example, you would say overall, for example, like this. Okay, here's a generalization. So he's looking forward to doing a triathlon. And also, we have another way of ending our talk, which is prediction. You have to predict the future. So he says here, I'd really like to do it sometime soon, and I just hope I'll be successful at it. Okay. Now, before I ask you to do your own answer, I'd like you first to listen to a model answer and listen and check how the speaker here keeps a clear introduction, points, and conclusion. Okay.
Well, I'm quite fit because I do a range of sports like running and tennis, but I've always dreamed of taking part in a triathlon. I really like the idea of that. A triathlon's a multi-sport event, but rather a hard one. It basically consists of swimming, cycling, and running events, but you have to do them one after the other. You know, there are no breaks, so it would be quite a challenge. You can do various distances for each sport. There's an Olympic distance, which I wish I could do, but it would be too much for me. However, I think I'm likely to finish if I choose a shorter course. There's one that's, I think it involves a 750-metre swim, followed by 20 kilometres on the bike, and then a 5-kilometre run. As for when I'd take part in it, I'm not sure. Looking ahead, I don't expect I'll be able to tackle it until my academic year's ended. That means I'd be thinking in terms of maybe doing it in a year's time. That would be realistic because I'd need time to train and really get into shape. It's not something that I could do in a hurry. Obviously, it would be a really healthy thing to do because it would force me to get even fitter than I am now. Plus, I'd have to eat well during the training period and get plenty of sleep and that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to doing a triathlon. I'd really like to do it sometime soon, and I just hope I'll be successful at it.
Have you always tried to do things that are healthy?
Oh, yes. Well, probably. I think I've enjoyed doing sport and exercise since I was a child. And I also try to eat well and get plenty of sleep.
Okay, so I'd like you to prepare your own answer here. I'd like you to describe something that you would like to do in the future that would be good for your health. Okay, so you will have uh, prepare for this part here, and after that, I want you to speak your answer. Okay.
Yes. Teacher, I finished. Can you turn on the mic?
Right. I'd like you to describe something you would like to do in the future that would be good for your health. Can you start?
Teacher, I finished.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, I'd like you to describe something you would
Can you
like
turn on the mic?
to do in the future. All right. Right. I'd like you to describe something you would like to do in the future that would be good for your health. Can you start?
Teacher, I finished.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Makes me.
Lynn, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you start?
In the future, one thing I would really like to do for my health is to go to the gym
Gym.
regularly.
Gym.
Gym,
Mm.
gym regularly and develop a healthier lifestyle.
Mm.
At the moment, I spend a lot of time studying, so I do not exercise
Often.
very
Often.
often.
Mm.
Um, because of that, I sometimes feel tired and stressed.
Mm.
Yeah, I think exercise regularly would be very
Beneficial. Right.
beneficial for both my physical and mental health. This
Mm.
plan would involve several activities such as doing cardio exercise, lights, lighting lights, well, weights, and practicing yoga.
Mm.
I would also try to eat healthy food, drink more water, and sleep early instead of staying up late.
Mm.
Besides going to the gyms, I would like
Gym.
gym,
Gym. Mm.
gym. I would like to play sport like badminton or swimming because they are enjoyable for and help me stay active. I
Active.
would
Yes.
like to start this plan after finish my important exams because I will have more free time and less pressure from school.
Mm.
During the period, I hope I can create a daily routine and become more disciplined. I believe this would be good for my health for many reasons. First of all, regularly exercise can help me become stronger and healthier. In
Mm.
addition, it can reduce stress and improve my mood.
Mm.
I have heard I have heard that people who exercise frequently often feel more confident and full energy.
Energy. Mm.
Yeah. Finally, having a healthy lifestyle can help me focus better on my study and improve my quality of life in the future.
Okay.
Overall, going the gym,
Gym. Gym.
gym,
Mm.
gyms and living a healthier lifestyle is something I really want to do, and I
Mm.
hope I can achieve this goal soon. Yes.
Right. So let's move on to check our vocabulary. So in this vocabulary here, I want you to, in speaking, we need to use your synonyms, all right? To have a variety in vocabulary, all right? So I want you to match here numbers 1 to 12 to letters A to L. For example, high, synonym for that is tall, okay?
Teacher, I finished.
The synonym for wood
Um, I timber
and very important,
essential
essential, right? Build,
construct construct
construct, make,
create
Create. Flats.
Apartments.
Apartments. Place.
Area.
Area. Look.
Appearance.
Appearance. Middle, center, look, appearance. Rich.
Wealthy.
Wealthy. Right. Nice.
Attractive.
Attractive. Right. Fun.
Enjoyable.
Enjoyable. Very good. Now I want you to change the words here with the synonyms. Again, change the underlined words here with the synonyms right here. So,
Yes.
for example, some modern apartments have an amazing appearance. Okay. So instead of
Yes.
saying look, you can use the word appearance. All right.
Teacher, I finished.
So let us check your answer. What about number four? People use. What's your answer here?
People use timber from the forest
Forest.
to construct their homes.
Homes. Yeah. Number five.
It is essential to create parks and gardens in towns.
Gardens and towns. Number six.
Buying attractive furniture for my room was enjoyable.
All right. So buying attractive furniture for my room was enjoyable. So that's how you improve your speaking. All right.
Yes.
So you have to use synonyms. Now I want you to have your another speaking part too, and what you need to do is to describe a building that you have enjoyed spending time in. So you should say where the building is, what the building looks like, how it feels to be inside the building, and explain why you have enjoyed spending time in this building. So here's your guide. All right. So what can you see? What can you see from the outside again? So where is that? Where is the exact location of the building? So you have to be very specific about the location, the landmark, the surrounding areas, what the building looks like. So from the outside and from the inside. Feel inside the building. So use adjectives, for example, impressed, nostalgic, overwhelmed, etc. And why you enjoyed spending here. So you have to give your reason, explain that, reason two, and also you have to explain that, okay?
Teacher, I finished.
Okay, so let us talk about hmm, right. So talk about a building you enjoy spending time in. All right, so you will have 1 to 2 minutes. Please begin.
On reading just I really enjoy spending time in is my school library.
Mm,
It is located in the center of my school campus, near
mm,
the main gate, and surrounded by many green trees and
mm,
flower gardens.
mm,
Because of its peaceful atmosphere, it is one of my favorite places to visit after class.
mm.
From the outside, the building look quite modern and attractive.
Attractive. Mm,
It is a length three-story building painted in white and light blue colors. There are many big windows, so the
windows.
library looks bright and open. In front of the buildings, there is a small garden with benches where students can sit and relax.
Mm,
Inside the library is even more impressive. It's very it is very spacious, quiet and
Spacious. Yeah.
spacious, quiet and well organized.
Mm,
There are thousands of books arranged neatly on tall shelves. The reading area has comfortable chairs, leg table, and air conditioner,
mm.
which make the environment perfect for studying. In addition, yeah, computer and free Wi-Fi for students to use. Whenever
Use.
to use.
Mm,
Whenever I spend
mm,
time, yeah, I feel calm and focused. Sometimes I also feel inspired because
mm.
seeing many students study hard motivate me to work harder.
Mm.
Besides, the library gives me a feeling because a nostalgic feeling because I have spent many memorable moments there with my friends.
Moments. Moments. Mm.
Moments. Overall, the school and library is more than just a place for studying. It is a place where I feel comfortable, peaceful, and motivated.
Motivated, right? Good. Okay, so let's move on now to our next exercise. So, in this next exercise, so here's an example for speaking part two, building. I will send this. Yes, anyway, it's yours. Let's move here to speaking part three. Okay, so before we do speaking part three, I want you to listen to people, to one student, Carlos, and I want you to complete his answers. For example, I think there are many water sports that are popular near beach resorts, for example, etc. So I want you to listen and complete the answers, okay? Numbers 1 to 10.
What water sports are popular among young people?
I think there are many water sports that are popular. Near beach resorts, for example, the popular sports include things like surfing, sailing, water skiing. Other sports that young people enjoy are, let me think, canoeing, rowing perhaps, and, well, the main one's swimming, because you can do that in a pool anywhere.
How are sports like surfing and swimming different?
Well, there are several ways. For a start, you need a lot of waves to surf, whereas swimmers usually prefer calm water. Also, you need more equipment to surf. You know, a board and maybe a wetsuit. Yeah, and lastly, swimming's cheaper than surfing.
Why do some people not enjoy water sports?
I think it depends on the person, but uh, the most important reason is probably that they can't swim. They don't like it if it's deep and their feet don't touch the bottom. Even some people who can swim are afraid of water. Another possibility is that these days the sea can be very polluted and they may be afraid of getting ill.
Okay, so did you get the answer number two? Ling,
Yes,
what's your answer number two?
is a clue.
Huh?
Sports clue things.
Include, okay? Include, not clue, okay? So phrase include means part of. So for example, the popular sports include things like surfing, sailing, water. What's your answer number three?
Is others.
Other sports. Number four,
Number four is men.
the main one, swimming. Number five,
And five is ways of
for a start, you need a lot of waves to surf.
ways ways of water.
Whereas, not where, whereas swimmers usually prefer calm water. Okay, how about number six?
Um, Number six is more
More equipment. Number seven,
um easier. I think it's easier, cheaper.
cheaper. Yes. Number eight,
And place is depends.
I think it depends on the person. Number nine,
And number nine is reason.
reason. 10,
It's a possibility.
another possibility is that these days, okay. Now, what do we do for speaking part three, all right? So for speaking part three, we have to do like this. We have to paraphrase. Right? Paraphrase, reason, explain an example. So when we paraphrase, we use here synonyms. So we studied synonyms today and word function. Then after that, you're going to give your reason or a point or answer. In other words, this is your answer, okay? Explain your answer and give example. So the example here should be um, general, okay, or big, not small, okay? So you didn't say me, my friends. No, you don't say that, okay? So the example should be big, general. For example, in Vietnam, most children, all right? So again, pay attention to what I say, all right? So example here it should be general or popular, okay? Common, all right? So for example, you'd say, for example, most children, okay? This is correct, all right? So you will not say, for example, me, all right, or my sister, okay, or my brother. So this is incorrect, all right, not correct, okay. So choose an example that is general or common, okay. So I want you to answer the questions here. What activities do children enjoy in or around water? And how does a child's attitude to water differ from adults? And why do some adults take part in dangerous water sports? Okay.
Teacher, I finished.
Let us talk about this topic, all right?
Yes.
Now, what activities do children enjoy in or around water?
Children usually enjoy many fun activities in or around water, such as
Mm,
swimming, playing with water guns, building
mm,
sand castle, or visiting water park.
mm.
Many children also like activities uh, learning how to swimming because they
How to swim. Mm,
how to swim because
mm.
are exciting and refreshing,
Excited. Okay.
exciting and refreshing,
Mm,
especially during the during hot weather.
mm.
I think children are naturally attracted to
Active.
water because it gives them a sense of freedom and fun. Water
Mm,
activities also allow them to play with friends and be physically active instead of staying indoors.
mm.
For
No,
example,
mm.
during summer vacations,
Vacation.
many families take their children to the beach and or swimming pool where kids can spend hours playing happily in the water.
Mm. And how does a child's attitude to water differ from adults?
Children and adults usually have a different attitude towards water. Children often see water as something funny and exciting, while others
Mm.
are more careful
Careful,
and conscious about safety.
cautious.
The reason is that children are generally more curious and adventurous. They may not fully understand the risks of deep water or strong waves. In contrast,
Mm,
others tend to think more about danger, responsibility, and accident. For instance, a children may happily in, jump into a pool without fear, um, while, while others
While others,
will first check the depth of the water or make sure safety equipment is available.
right. And why do some adults take part in dangerous water sports?
Some others take part in danger water sports because they enjoy excitement and adventure.
Adventure, yeah.
Activities
Mm,
such as surfing, um, jet skiing can make people feel thrill and energetic. Another reason is that some people want to challenge themselves and try new experience. Dangerous sport can also help them reduce stress and escape
mm.
from boring daily routines. For
Routine,
example,
yeah.
some
Mm,
people travel to coastal cities to try surfing, even though it can be risky
mm,
because they want to experience the feeling of riding big waves.
mm. Right. So let's check grammar here. Showing contrast. Now, this is very useful for speaking part three when we want to show contrast. Okay. So, for example, here we use even though, while, and whereas. Okay. So one of the questions in speaking part three ask you to show contrast. So, for example, here. How is building such a school different from a theater? So we use here whereas, all right? So as you can see here, we have whereas, all right? So schools and theaters have tons of differences, and one biggest contrast is their purpose, okay? So this is the answer. Whereas schools are mainly used for education, theaters are, comma is here. Theaters are mainly designed for entertainment. For example, at school, we mainly go there to study or do research, while in theaters, we go there to enjoy the performances of the artists. Okay, so we use here two contrast, whereas and while, and then so these are the two major differences of these two important buildings. Okay, so again, one of the questions for speaking part three is to ask you to give contrast. And this is about showing contrast. For example, different, same, all right? Which is more important, okay? A or B, okay? A sports center or a museum, all right? So is it A or B? Now I want you to answer the questions here, one, two, and three, and I want you to again paraphrase, and then this is your reason or point, this one. And when you explain that using contrast, okay? So again, explain an example. Okay, for explain an example, you're going to do this using contrast, all right? Okay, so please prepare. Once you're ready, please let me know, okay?
Mẹ á, mẹ không thích con la thôi. Đau không con đập em thì con nói đau không đấy nhá. Đừng có đập hổ nghe chưa?
Okay, careful.
Teacher, I finished.
Talk about buildings and yes, buildings. Now, how is building such a school different from a theater?
To be honest, school and teacher have tons of different, and one biggest contract is their
Purpose.
purpose.
Mm.
Um, why While schools are mainly used for education, theatre are mainly designed for entertainment. This means the internal area and the way people construct their building are not the same.
Mm.
For example, at school, we mainly go to school and or do research. Um, but in theater, we go there to enjoy the performance of the active. So the major differences of the two important buildings.
Mm. Are modern theaters the same as old theaters?
I don't think contemporary theater are similar to your traditional ones built in the
Theaters.
um, old theater
Um,
in the past.
mm,
One of the biggest contracts is their experience and their material used to construct them.
mm,
This is because old theater were often made of timber and has a classic style.
mm,
Modern ones are usually made of concrete and glass to create a more attractive look. For example, many new theaters now have high-tech sound system and conditioning, while old theaters rely on nature acoustic.
Natural what?
Acoustic,
Ac- Artistic?
yes,
Yeah. Acoustics, right?
yeah, acoustic.
Right. Which is more important to a town, a sports center or a museum?
It is quite difficult to say which building is more essential to a community as both have different
Mm,
purposes. However, I believe a sports center might be slightly more important for the health of local people. It is a sports center. This is
mm,
because sports centers provide a place for people to exercise and stay fit. In contrast, museums are mainly designed for education and history,
mm,
such as some people can go to the club or play football, yeah, so that they can improve their physical health. So
mm,
both an sport are nice to have, but a center has more daily benefits.
mm. Right. So that's how you answer for speaking part three, especially if it asks you to give a comparison and contrast. Okay.
Yeah,
Now, for your homework, I want you to finish this speaking and I want you to remember your answers. Okay.
yeah,
Yes. And next meeting, we're going to practice them and you have to remember all your answers. Okay.
yes,
All right. So, yeah, that's all for today and see you next time.
yes.